I was young when we lost my dad. My dad was an alcoholic and decided that if he wasn't going to be able to stop drinking, that we would all just be better off without him, and he took his own life. So I think that that disease of addiction has always been in me and present in me. It was just gonna be what substance was gonna unleash the beast. I had an injury to my back, and that was before everybody knew how bad prescription pain medication was. So I had that injury, I had a lot of prescription pain medication, and that was the substance that was gonna uncage the beast. So I went off to college to get my bachelor's degree in nursing and started dabbing in pain medication, and then about a year after becoming a nurse, I had a full-blown addiction to opiates, which ended in the line that everybody says they'll never do, and it ended in heroin. I knew that I was an addict, and I just had accepted it. I never had any desire to get sober. I just thought that that's who I was gonna be. I wasn't in denial, I knew I was an addict. Eventually, everybody hits a rock bottom. Depending on what your rock bottom is, sometimes that rock bottom has a trap door. I got a DUI after taking a lot of prescription medication. I hit a guardrail on the side of 81. I ended up in jail, and that was where my path of destruction ended. And it wasn't until the day that I got arrested that things started moving in a different direction. Because if I didn't get arrested and I didn't get sent to the Syracuse A.R.C, I would probably be dead by now. It wasn't until I stood in the warehouse, hanging clothes for 8 hours, that I went, oh my goodness, Jamie, what have you done? It was a time of a lot of growth. And then once I completed the program, I was fortunate to have been offered a job because I obviously couldn't work as a nurse at that point. I had somewhere to live and a whole year to get my life back. And it was in little pieces, but I did it all here. It was a very trying time because once I realized that that's what God wanted me to be, He wanted me to be a nurse. I wanted so bad to be a nurse again. The process was long, rightfully so. It was a whole year. My primary support system when I did finally get that date to go in front of the board for a moral character hearing was Major Gail Mika. I remember I said to her, Mrs. Mika, what are we gonna do tomorrow? And she said, Jamie, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna tell the truth. And that's what we did. So after that day, I had to wait for them to send a letter in the mail, and I remember seeing this big envelope in my mailbox, and I remember opening it and what it said inside. Everything just seems to work out when God's in control. Right now, I am a registered nurse at a chemical dependency treatment center. I help people obtain and maintain sobriety. I have a dog. His name is Huxley. Huxley's my best friend, he is. There's like really no value that you can put on the love of a dog because he's always excited to see me. I could be gone for 2 seconds or 2 days and he's still equally as excited to see me. My life is great. I've become a better version of me, and I have the ability now to help people who were in the same place as I was. And I learned that God gave me things back when I was ready to have them. I say every morning, God, please continue to lift this burden off of my shoulders and to help me to continue every day without wanting to use. And that's how I get through every day.